And here we go with a box from Adidas, paid for by me. It is the, oh boy, everybody, the Adidas Prime X3 Strung. Okay. Oh man, there it is in this like lucid lemony, bright yellow colorway. Man, everybody, take a look at this. So this is this year's model of the probably every single technology that this company makes all in one shoe. And I have a pepper pass with this shoe. The X2 initially did not fit me very well. The X3, I'm sorry, the next half size up of the X2, you know, I was a little iffy on, and it's still downstairs, but here we are with this year's one, and I want to see exactly what changes have been done. Have there been any improvements? I went with that half size up with this shoe here, so we'll pop it on foot here in a second and see what the feel and the fit is like. But let's just take a second to take a look at the shoe itself, and hang on. Inside, you can see that there is a bit of a difference with the heel, and that it doesn't have this little flappy hood anymore. It's got this kind of soft-ish, stretchy-ish material as it touches the Achilles here, and it's got this kind of nice side-to-side pad here, reminiscent of a more increased amount of cushion, say, than the Mach X2. I don't remember this padding being in the X2. I said the Mach X2 from Hoka, and then the X2 from Adidas. And we can get the other shoe up here in a little bit to compare. But that seems like a little bit more padding. And then coming in, this little heel bit seems a little bit different. Maybe a little bit, it's hard to say. Okay, but I'm trying to decide if that is a manufacturing defect here. Take a look at this. Right in here, you see that on the left side of your screen there, and right here, is this insole removable? No. Nope. You have that glue? Yeah, the glue says that it's not removable. Interesting. Okay. Let's continue onward, shall we? Okay. Well, let's look at the rest of the shoe. Looking inside, it appears to be a non-independent tongue. It's like ooh, that's a nice, you know, bit of stretch going on to the top there. That'll be interesting to see how it feels on foot. We've got some threads that are kind of exposed right here, loosey-goosey, flapping in the wind. Ooh, I don't know, man. Are we running into a quality control issue? Okay, all right, laces. The laces are these like little itty-bitty angel hair pasta looking deals here that got, you know, some cushion and hardly any stretch at all. This is that strung upper, which is apparently a technology where they use a ton of different algorithms and measurements and metrics to create a upper that is minimal enough to be secure in just all the right locations that it needs to be secure in, and nothing else. So it's it's fun because it, you know, is a little bit see-through. It's got some perforations to it, and you can kind of see how there's more emphasis on material here and here. And then here and here, kind of towards those, like, you know, it's hard to call this an overlay because it doesn't appear to be independent. It appears to be part of the same fabric, but just a little bit more emphasis here, you know, in this backwards 7 shape here. Okay, moving on to the midsole. Light Strike Pro for days. It says 50 millimeters right here. So yeah, it's 50 millimeters. That's a ton of midsole. It's a ton of foam, and it's all over the place here. Okay, the thing that I'm noticing that is hugely different is instead of 2 carbon fiber plates, we have a single carbon fiber plate that appears to be here down to here. Okay, and then these, you got these, I believe these are probably energy rods kind of going along here. This reminds me of the Boston 12, which I have downstairs, and it's hard to say, you know, which one is, you know, more springy versus not, but either way, it's a different setup than the X2 as I recall. Okay, and previously the squishier foam was in the middle. That doesn't feel nearly as squishy as it did before. You know, we can get a durometer check and all that good stuff. at some point, everybody. And then on the outsole, we have Continental rubber going on right here with a big old decoupled groove going right down the center, right there. And then you can kind of see those exposed pieces here. You got a carbon fiber plate way up top, and of course those energy rods there. So let's actually pop this on foot and see. Actually, before we do that, I want to see, yeah, on the left shoe, that material isn't sticking out quite as much. And then inside, you got those same kind of loosey-goosey threads here. Well, you know, you can't always win. But this is a $300 running shoe, so I, you know, would expect the quality control to be a little, if you know what I'm saying. But let's move on. Let's actually try this on and see how it fits. Ooh, okay, here we go. We got the Adidas Prime X3 Strung on foot, and it appears that we do have some decent amount of room from the top of the toe here to the end of the shoe in both sides. This lacing is it's different, guys. So you got puckering going on of this here and then this here. You've got no opportunity for your tongue to come up and be adjusted because it's all part of the same thing. And here I am adjusting it here, and you can kind of feel that pressure here and here, which is not a wonderful sensation, but we'll see what happens when we get moving here. Okay. Woo! Just the first couple steps, it's interesting because, like, as you go down on your heel and then come off, it's like shaboing. It's like a weird sensation, y'all. All right, let's give it a little test spin here. Oh, wow, bouncy. I'm on the heels, I'm on the midfoot. Like, I don't know what the heck's happening. Hang on, let's put the gimbal on action mode. Okay. Oh, bouncy. Whoa. That is a unique sensation, everybody. Whoa. What was that, the right shoe that was that thing? I can't tell if it's like bothering me. I can't really feel the difference. Minimal heel slippage. Maybe a little bit more arch support than the previous model. This shoe is in control. I mean, say goodbye to any influence from me, I think. You know, we've been in this thing for a couple minutes. That's weird. Okay, so there's like no ground feel at all. It's all the shoe. Let's see if we can get up and go. Oh, ooh, tons of shoe movement with that. Ooh, the right side. Like, I didn't think that my heel was going to completely come out, but there was some definite lift there. Coming down on the heels. Bouncy, but a lot of hind foot motion. And these are semi-fresh legs, so I don't know if I'd like that in the end of the long run. We're giving you a good taste here. Let's try that acceleration again. Oof. So much movement of the heel. Oh man, did they mess up the sizing again? Is it me? Am I the drama? Is it the shoe? So many things. All right. We're gonna take it back to the hangar, everybody. When I'm walking, my right foot is like, it's that's overpronation. That's overpronation when it rolls inward like that. And I'm not an overpronator. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I'm a supinator. Whoa. Okay, moving on. Oh my goodness, the Adidas Prime X something or other strung saga continues. I don't know if this is a sizing thing. Like, so previously on the X2, the men's size 11, US men's size 11 for me was way too tight. So I went up to the 11 and a half, and it's the one that's downstairs, and it feels okay. And then you got the X3 here, 11 and a half, tons of movement, potential quality control issues, awkward feeling upper and tongue. Again, I am going back to the fact that this is that this company is charging 300 bones for this shoe, and I just can't square having all that stuff going on and feeling good about it. So I think what I'll do is potentially, maybe size down and see if that helps, like that another half size down, guys. I don't know. Well, that's our initial impression of the lemony, what was that movie? I'll remember it later. Lemony Snicket, I think. Anyways, of the Prime X3 Strung from Adidas. Feels like a super fun shoe, I think, for the right person, for the right foot. But for me right now, it's a miss, okay? And so we're gonna send this back to the company and then see if we can get a 11, men's size 11, because I do want to give a good solid test when the time is right for this shoe, okay? Because I know there's a lot of people that are interested in it. And it could potentially be a super duper fun shoe. But just today, Friday morning, July 11th, with this particular situation, it ain't happening. Okay, that's all I got. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Wow.